Welcome back to the UHS Hive. I'm Josiah Nichols.
I'm Bryson Reed.
We had a lot of technical difficulties in the first quarter of play here in Upperman. However, I think we're strong for right now. Thank you to all the people listening at home, and like to thank J&S Construction for sponsoring this once again. Bryson, Beech just came in. We saw them walking in. They look huge, and they are one of the biggest football teams I've ever seen. They have a huge offensive line. They've got a lot of big players, and they've been really effective running the ball so far in tonight's football game, and it showed how their size has really helped them be in the lead in this football game. And Upperman, they've stuck around. They allowed a touchdown at the end of the second quarter of play there. They're trailing by a touchdown, and the Buccaneers receive the ball after halftime. Bryson, what are your thoughts on the first half of play?
Well, I think Upperman's done a pretty good job overall. They usually struggle with top-tier receivers. Beech, they're a fantastic team. They have players that could play at any school at all positions. You know, they have a lot of fantastic talent on their football team. But the receiver room, it's not weak necessarily, but it's not what Upperman's used to. They've played a Tennessee commit already. They've played Shavar Young, Clemson commit. He was fantastic. So
Farhat was very good.
Yeah,
he was kind of an under-radar guy, but he had over 100 receiving yards.
Yeah, he had like 10 receptions for about 100 yards, like you said. So they've really struggled with the receivers so far. Until this game. This game, it's been more of just a straight-on rushing attack by the Buccaneers. They've played fantastic rushing the ball. Now, when they do throw the ball, they throw it well, and probably doesn't put it in. He doesn't put it in harm's way. He usually runs the ball. He doesn't usually throw it. But when he does, he doesn't put the ball in harm's way. And so Upperman, their weakness is not really being shown right now. But what's under the radar right now is their D-line. Their D-line, I think, is playing pretty good. It's just Beech. I mean, their rushing attack, Josiah, it's the best they've seen so far this season.
Yeah, they're running the ball at will. Their quarterback is bigger than Bronson Chaffin. Not a lot of teams can say that, but he is bigger than Bronson Chaffin. He's not better. He's a more powerful runner, and when he gets to the second and third level, very hard to bring down. And we saw that on a fourth down run in Upperman's territory, where if Upperman stops him, they get the ball back, and this game looks a whole lot different. However, he breaks the tackle, goes 40 yards for the touchdown. Powell is very dangerous. Kentucky commit for a pitcher, very big guy. He's very powerful. I've been impressed with their running back, number 4, Swafford. He's been very, very impressive so far also. He's hit very hard, and we talked about DK Williams being a headhunter at the linebacker position for the Buccaneers. He's hit Colton Johnson hard. He hit Gunnar Block hard, Carmine Phillips hard, and Carmine was a little shooken up after he got hit by DK. So they've got a lot of talent. I think Upperman comes back and responds, Bryson. I think it's their homecoming night. This is a big crowd here tonight to show support for their Upperman Bees. Bryson, I think this might be a hot take. I think Upperman wins this football game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hot take, of course, but I mean, I think it's a valid one because all Upperman has to do, in my opinion, on the defensive side of the ball, they're playing pretty good, honestly. I mean, the Buccaneers, they're already over their average point total in 21. They average about 16 points a game, so that's not great. But Upperman, they're a 4A school, so they're not Mount Juliet necessarily on the defensive side of the ball. But what I've noticed is they're really taking the linebackers and these corners and these nickel dime guys, and they're just blitzing off the edge. And the Buccaneers are taking advantage of that. Now, sometimes you'll see a pitch once in a while. I know they had a little bit of trickery. 3 players in the backfield on one of their touchdowns, and that was just fantastic play design. But other than that, I see Tate Porath and Kobe Justice and Colton. They're all usually blitzing off the edge, and then either Powell or the running back, or one of the running backs, they've had a lot so far. One of the running backs just runs it straight up the gut. And when they get to that second and third level, like you said, especially Powell, you cannot take him down, man. His strides, he can just nearly step over about any player on this field, especially Gunnar Block. That's the starting safety for the Upperman Bees. And he's really small. So you cannot, Gunnar Blocks, he's an amazing player, man. He's one of the best players on this Bees, offense and defense. He's just fantastic. But you cannot ask him, it's not fair to ask him to take down this 6'4", nearly 300-pound quarterback. It's just not fair.
Absolutely, Bryson. And look, Upperman's defensive line has helped them win a lot of football games this year, getting pressure on the quarterback, causing turnovers and sacks and 3-and-outs. Tonight, they're playing against the best offensive line they're going to see all season.
Yep.
Jack Fuchs has got to be the biggest offensive lineman I've seen in high school football. 6'8", 300 pounds, committed to Penn State. Received offers from SEC and Big Ten schools. The guy's legit. Their quarterback, legit. committed to Kentucky. They've got a lot of legit players, Bryson.
Yeah, I feel like every single player on their team, they know their role. They know they don't need to do too much to win. And they're 2-1, so of course that loss to Greenhill in the opening season, I feel like it really opened their eyes. Kind of like Greenville did to Upperman. I feel like ever since the Greenville game, Upperman, they just attacked on offense, and they've done it really well. And their defense has gotten a lot better. I know they only give up about 6 points to Farragut. And Stone last week, they played great defense too. So their defense has really, I wouldn't say carried them the last 2 games, but the last 2 games, they've really held them to just, they've got a lot of turnovers, and they didn't let Farragut or Stone get just going on the offensive side of the ball. Now the Buccaneers, they're moving. Of course, they get the ball in about 20 seconds here. I think Upperman, I feel like you said, your hot take, the Bees win this game. I agree, but only if they can get a stop here. Now, if they go all the way down and score, it's going to be a problem. But I still think Bronson, I feel like he can come back. 2 scores, he's done it before. He's done it many times. He's a star quarterback. And, of course, like you said, you pointed it out, Georgia State, someone from their facility is here.
Yeah, they had a scout here tonight. So
yeah,
this is his last homecoming game. He's a senior. This would be a monumental win. I think you could argue one of the biggest ones in his career. If he can come back and beat the 5A Beech in front of his home crowd here tonight, it'd be one of the biggest wins of his career, absolutely.
Yeah, in front of his college scout too, man. Like, of course, he already has the full offer. He already has the full ride.
He's committed.
He's committed, yeah. So, of course, he doesn't really need to prove anything to them. But it's definitely motivation. Now, I know Brunson, he's already played great, so he doesn't really need to prove much to Georgia State, I wouldn't say. But like you said, I still think it would really up his recruiting status, not even from Georgia State, but I feel like he could up all of his offers right now with a win right here. And it'll definitely be something he looks back on if he can pull this game off when he's a lot older.
Absolutely, Bryson. Beech, they boast a very, very winning tradition. Made the playoffs every year since 2007. So Upperman, they're playing an extremely good football team, and they're playing them well. However, me and you both know, Bryson, Upperman's not playing to their max potential. They fumble the ball. They haven't tackled great. If they do that in the second half, we're in for a thriller. Middle Tennessee football's here tonight. They go to the best high school game in Middle Tennessee and record it, post highlights about it. They do all that. They're here tonight. I think that the second half there's going to be a lot of fireworks. I think we're in for a very good one.
Yeah, I completely agree. This is probably, well, not probably, for sure. Now, Beech versus Greenville on paper, I'm not too sure how that looks, but I would say Beech is going to be the best team they play probably for the next few years. I mean, of course, last year they wanted a hard schedule, so this year they got it against this team. They've really never played them before. I know they scrimmaged them about a year back or so in the spring, but they've never actually played a game against them. And they've came out, and I wouldn't say they made a statement, but they've definitely showed Coach Kane what they can do. But they got to up it up. Like, they got to take it up a notch. I know they can do it. I know this team's fantastic. And if they can just play, I wouldn't even say they're playing like near their max potential. I feel like it's near 75% right now. I know they have another gear than they can get to, but Bronson, he's going to have to unlock this offense like we all know he can do.
That first half of the Stone game, I think it's Upperman football at its finest. If they can play like that, they've got a chance in this football game. We're about 40 seconds from the start of the third quarter. Upperman's about to kick off to the Buccaneers. Upperman, they need to stop. The Buccaneers really like to run the clock down and have these really long 10, 11-play drives and score touchdowns. Blake Dunham compared them to just a bigger version of Upperman, which honestly not that far off. They have 99 players on the roster compared to Upperman's 50 or 60, so they've got a lot of depth. And Bryson, they're all huge. Everyone on their offensive line is over 6 foot tall, and they all weigh a lot. So Upperman's had a hard time penetrating and getting pressure, which really fuels their corners and safeties to get interceptions and sacks and tackles. So they have to work together to make plays in the second half to have a chance in this football game.
Well, sometimes when you're down, especially coming at a halftime, it's hard to get that extra gear going. It's hard to get amped up, but it's homecoming, and this crowd, they've been amazing all night. And I know as soon as the Buccaneers line up for first down, I know someone with a horn, someone with a bag of coins, someone with a jug of coins, someone's going to be shaking it, and someone's going to be loud. So they're definitely going to get the motivation they need, and they just got to get a stop. I feel like right here is a really
Look
big
for the onside kick right here. Doesn't onside it. Fair catch called. The reason I said the offside, correction, the onside was because Shea's kicked all in the first half. They bring out Roberts, maybe a little trickery there.
Yeah.
I thought, Roberts is maybe the more accurate kicker. Shea's got the leg. I thought they might be ultra aggressive and try to get a onside recovery there. However, the Buccaneers do get the football. This will be the first drive of the third quarter. They're going to have the ball at the 36-yard line. Caden Powell, the Kentucky commit for baseball, has got Swafford to his right. In the shotgun formation, receiver on each side. Powell hands it off Swafford. Good gain. He's going to go all the way. And the Bees fans are silenced.
Wow.
The Buccaneers go all the way. And the Upperman fans don't know what hit them, as this game is 27-14 with only 9 seconds.
Yeah, man, I hate to say it, but
the third quarter.
I might have jinxed them a little bit. I said Tate Porth and Colin Johnson have been blitzing off the edge. And I don't know about Colton. I didn't see him on that play, but I know Tate definitely blitzed off the edge. And he takes it a little bit to the left side and cuts it right up the gut. Really good vision by Swafford right there. And, man, this is not what you want if you're Upperman. Now, of course, they scored pretty quick, so a little bit more time on the clock. But, yeah, expectations slowly looks like they're deterring a little bit for these Bees fans.
That could be better than a 12, 13 play touchdown that Beech could have had.
Definitely.
However, it's not a stop.
No.
And they're down 2 scores now.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of work to do. Game's certainly not over, only 9 seconds off the clock, so maybe not the worst thing in the world. However, it silenced the Bees fans for sure. I mean, the offensive line gave Swafford there, it was huge. I mean, he had 5 yards with nobody even close to him. He's very quick, and he made it upfield very quickly. And just like that, the Bucks beating the Bees by 14, as the Bees fans don't know what hit them.
Yeah, well, of course, I feel like Upperman, they're going to have time. Did they miss the extra point on that? Did you see that, Josiah? I believe they did.
I thought he made it. However, scoreboard hasn't updated, so
I believe he might have missed the extra point on that. So that's a break for Upperman.
Tommy, I was coming to you. You need to stay.
But, I mean, like we said earlier, Bronson, he hasn't had a ton of time in the pocket, and he's going to have to throw because they're not going to be able to run the ball as much as they want to right now, down 2 scores. What a boot.
And that's booted.
That kid's really good, man. Number 83. He's just fantastic. He's been kicking the ball at the back of the end zone. And 93, excuse me. And he has one of the best legs in high school that I've personally ever seen.
Chaffin, the Georgia State commit, the senior, on his homecoming night, needs a little magic here to bring his team back in this football game. It's been all Beech recently. See what Coach Kane draws up here and what is a crucial drive for the Bees.
Have to score here.
Look at Colton Johnson, 23. Chaffin takes a snap. He's looking. He's got a man. It's a good gain there. Not sure who caught it.
Tate Porath. You see, they ran the exact play design, exact formation earlier, and Bronson threw it a tiny bit over Tate's head, and that was also, I believe, the play with the penalty, but that moved him back 1st and 20 at about the 10-yard line. But they ran that exact play, and this time they executed. That's really good. It's a really good drive starter about the 34-yard line right now, and they got to keep the ball moving. They got to score relatively quick because, of course, there's a lot of time, but you can't just sit back.
Chaffin, he's hit immediately. Not a good gain there from the senior. It's going to be 2nd down and about 9. Bryson, they haven't had a good time running the ball.
Yeah.
I think it's time to let Chaffin use his arm.
Yeah, I feel like, most of the time this season, besides Greenville, he's really executed when he's throwing the ball, so why not let him try? I mean, you're down 2 scores right now. You're running the ball has not been great. Carmine's done pretty good, but you can't get it to him every time. So you got to let your star quarterback throw.
Get ready.
Chaffin, empty set. He's looking. Can he make a magic throw here? Just going to launch it out.
Smart play right there by Bronson. He tried to make something happen. I mean, there's really no one getting open right now either. So the secondary, they're really playing amazing football right now for the Buccaneers, and no one's getting open. I know Carmine looked like a little bit of an arrow route. He was kind of open, but of course you don't want to throw it. I mean, that was really the only thing, and that was like 0.5 to 1 second after he snapped the ball. So of course you don't want to just take the check down without looking at your other reads, which Bronson didn't, but then he couldn't get anything downfield, so just chucks out of bounds. Can't take the sack there. 3rd and 10. I mean, he got to get something. I feel like he got to be something quick too.
Just like that, 3rd down and 10. They got to get something here. Chaffin looking. That's pass interference. Do they call it?
They throw a flag.
No penalty called.
Wow. And Carmine is down. That, I don't know what on earth.
That's pass interference for sure. No penalty marker called. Phillips didn't have a chance for that.
That's one of the worst calls I've ever seen. I mean, the ball wasn't even to him, and he got laid out on the ground. But, yeah, I mean, I can't really say anything about that. I don't want to be too biased, but the referees, they cannot miss that. And now they punt the ball back and gives it to this team who scored on the first play of their drive. So that's just a bummer if you're Upperman.
Punt team out for the Bees. It's a good punt. It's going to take a nice bounce. 18 recovers it. Oh my goodness. No. He's elusive. Penalty marker down.
Yeah, I mean, the ref didn't throw the flag the last time on the clear penalty, so I guess he had to throw one here. That's really crazy to me that referees can miss stuff like that. I mean, I don't want to be too harsh on them, but in a huge game like this, I mean, it's not like a rivalry or anything, but it's a huge game. 2 top 30 teams in Tennessee.
Bees got to get a stop here as the Buccaneers have a 13-point lead here at Billy C. Rogers on Upperman's homecoming night. Gonna pin Beech back a little further, which is good news for the Bees. However, the missed pass interference call leaves a bitter taste in a lot of Bees fans' mouth. See what Beech draws up here. They boast their big offensive line, probably just going to pound the rock once again. We haven't seen, they only ran 1 play, 1 touchdown so far in the second half of play. Bees have got to get something going now.
Turnover right here, they got to have it. Powell, he's fumbled nearly 4 times, I think it was, and he's got all of them. So maybe on the 4th or 5th fumble, they'll actually get one. I mean, they've been punching at the ball all night, and it's been working. It's just they haven't really capitalized off that. He's a big body, really just lays on the football, grabs it. Really long wingspan, but everyone's quiet right now.
Powell, Swafford to his right, motions number 18. He's going to keep it for himself.
Great tackle.
Good hit by Fitzpatrick. That's a good sign for Bees fans as they get in the backfield. However, they're going to need a whole lot more of that tonight.
Not only for this game, but for the future of the Upperman Bees and their playoff run that they're hoping to have this season. If you're down 2 scores, I know it's 13 points, and everyone's quiet right now, and all energy has been lost. They got to dig deep, and they really got to find the strength. I know that they can do it. They're a great football team. They can't get under the weather, and they gotta make a stop right here. Get the ball back, maybe get some motivation after that.
Powell, receiver on each side. He might throw the ball here, is he? He's going to. 18's open. 1st down, Bucks.
That's pretty good defense by Elijah Fitz right there, but you see that throw there, Sawyer?
Penalty marker.
There we go. He threw something this time.
Is it on the Bucks?
Yeah, it looks like it was. It looks like he was taunting, so that's not coming back, but 15-yard penalty, I believe. I could be wrong.
Well, the Bees will take whatever they can get right now.
Yeah, I mean, they've been running the ball great all night, and then they just play action. Powell drives right to the right, throws it. I mean, that was just a dot that was right in between the numbers.
Referees talking. Is it a personal foul or is there no penalty? Penalty on the Buccaneers. Personal foul. So Bees, some good news there.
Yeah.
It's still going to be first and 10, I believe.
It's going to be about the same yardage, though, so they didn't really do anything, just reset the downs. About a 15-yard gain, and moving back about 15 yards looked like. Maybe they gained about 4, it looked like.
Powell hands it off to Swafford. Solid gain there. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, I don't really want to say it, but it looks like Beech might be starting to break away right here, because if they get this touchdown, man, Bronson, he's everything this team. He's a great player. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, but he can't bring his team back just completely. They got to get some stops, and they're really not doing that right now. Running the ball at will, just 5 yards a carry. That's really good for the Buccaneers.
Second down and 5. Shotgun formation. Trips right. Hands off. Swafford. He's still going. Penalty markers down. Upperman fans not happy they didn't blow the whistle earlier. Not sure what this on.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be. I mean,
it was just one big huddle there.
Yeah, it was just a pile. I'm not sure.
It's on the offense.
It's on the Bucks, yeah, so that's good. But, I mean, Upperman fans, I want to agree with them. But, I mean, you got to get him down. You can't.
I mean, he was still running.
He was still pushing. So, of course, you want to get him down right there. But they want to blow the whistle. But, I mean, if the running back's still moving, which seems like all night, they have. So, but they're going to keep moving back. About that whole play was just completely taken back. So that's good if you're the Bees. But they've got bailed out, honestly, 2 straight plays by penalties that could have been about 15-yard plus gains.
Still going to be a first down, though, Bryson.
Yeah.
So Beech gets to keep that at least. Who's going to step up for the Bees? Someone's got to. They're down by 13. The clock's ticking. Beech showing no signs of slowing down. Who's going to make the plays? Powell, motion man across. It's 11. Hands it off. Swafford, a swarm of Bees take him down. That's exactly the kind of play the Bees need right now.
Oh, and he's hurt. Number 4. Swafford is down on the sideline.
That does not look good.
You just got one hurt. Freaking moron!
And the Bees fans, they're showing no mercy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to repeat what was just said, but it wasn't very good.
An injury is never funny. It doesn't matter if you hate the team or not. An injury is an injury, and you should respect the other team. Second down and 12. Upperman, they got to have a stop here if they're going to do it. Might as well be now. Really hope number 4, Swafford's okay. He's a great football player, Bryson.
Fantastic.
He had 1,200 rushing yards last year and 18 touchdowns. Powell keeps it for himself. Oh my
wow.
goodness. He just pushes a man over. He's got a first down and going into Upperman territory.
Seems like when he runs the ball, he's unstoppable. I mean, Bronson, I'd say he's a better quarterback, but rushing the ball right now, Cal, he's the star of the show, and they just cannot bring him down. I mean, when we went down there just to take a little bit of a break, I heard everyone saying the Upperman Bees were scared to tackle him, and I don't believe they're scared, but if they were, I don't really blame them, because he's massive, and he's an NFL type player, type prospect. He's just huge, man.
Powell hands off to 44. First time we've talked about him tonight. He's got a good gain.
Yeah, that's star DK Williams right there. He was going both ways right now because Swafford's down.
Yeah, the headhunter linebacker. First time he's ran the ball tonight. However, an efficient first down run. Beech is driving, and the Beast fans know that they knew this was going to be a tough game when you're playing a team that's bigger and a bigger conference than you. They knew this was going to be tough. And Beech has lived up to exactly the way we thought they would. A huge team that can run the ball. They don't throw very often. However, they're very efficient in running the football. And they're knocking on the door of a 3-score lead.
Yeah, I was looking at some of DK's just rushing ability, and without Swafford being here, honestly, I feel like he would be their bell cow. He has the size for it. He's big, man, and he's really good.
Powell, shotgun formation, 18 motions across. Looks like 18 has the ball, and he does. Phillips had the ball.
Yeah, it looked like Liam Schaefer just took it away. This game's not being officiated very well, in my opinion.
And Schaefer had the ball. Beech still has it, I guess, down off initial contact.
He wasn't even down. I guess he was out of bounds because he was still standing. I guess they called him out of bounds because he wasn't down, so he was standing straight up. Jumbo formation.
Second down and 5. Hands off to the fullback. Third and 2, I believe, is going to be the call. So a third down for the first time on this drive, Bryson.
It's a flag right here, probably on Beech, I would say, just based off of their players' reactions, but it could be on Upperman. I don't know. They've thrown third flag that was after the play of this drive, it looked like. And Beech is slowly walking back, so expect a flag on them, I would say. Maybe. I don't know. The refs, they're talking. They're looking at, looks like they're looking at a book right now.
I don't know what the call is, Bryson. However, the Bees really need it to be on Beech. They can't give them a first down here. See what they call it. 4 minutes and 35 seconds remain in the third quarter. And Bryson, the Bees, they have to have a stop here.
Yeah, they really have. And I don't really know if they can, to be honest. So they're going to have to get a turnover.
It's going to be on Beech.
Yeah, so that's good. But, I mean, that's the third flag that they moved back. They're not going to get these forever. So, I mean, they got to get a stop or a turnover, a quick turnover. Now, this already had 2 turnovers this drive, I believe. But they were both called back. So I'm not too sure.
Moves the ball back quite a bit for the Bucks. Ball on the 36-yard line, a big penalty there. 3rd and 18, Bryson. Hey, you got to have your stop here.
Yeah, you really do.
3rd down and 18. Powell. That's DK Williams. He's hit. And the Bees get lucky on some penalties there, as it's going to be 4th and long. Wonder if Beech will punt, or they might as well just go for it, in my opinion.
It's 4th down. Buccaneers.
Yeah, right here, I feel like you might just throw it deep if you're the Buccaneers.
Yeah, might as well just take a shot deep. An interception's kind of like a punt if you throw an interception. So we'll see what Crabtree chooses here.
Great coach. He definitely knows what he's doing.
And to me, it looks like the starting offense is out in the field.
Yeah, you can really tell because they're 6'8". Penn State commit. Man, I can't talk about him enough. He's playing fantastic this game.
4th and 17 here, Bryson. If the Bees don't get off the field here,
they're in big trouble.
They're in big trouble.
Another flag.
Who's it on?
It was in the Upperman backfield, deep in the secondary, but it is on the Buccaneers.
It's on the Buccaneers. 5-yard penalty there. Bees still have plenty of time in this football game. Got some big penalties that really help them push the Bucks back.
Number 6, Heinlein, Phillips.
They're going to punt now, so maybe some good news for the Bees. Phillips muffed a kickoff earlier. It looks like a good kick. It is. He has blockers. Williams flattens Phillips.
That kid's amazing.
That kid looks like
came
a
in-
college player to me.
Yeah, he came in like a wrecking ball, man. He could not be stopped at all. His tackling ability is just off the charts.
So the Bees have signs of life here after a stop, but they've still got some work to do, Bryson.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, their defense came up big for him right here, and now Bronston, he's got to do something. He's got to make something happen. You can't run the ball right now. You really can't. I don't even want to see him try, to be honest. I want to see them put the ball in the air and let him throw, man. He's a fantastic throw. So, I mean, his arm is just amazing.
Look at Elijah Fitz.
They ran
He's
the
going to
ball.
hand it off to Phillips. They wanted a face mask call,
got it.
and the penalty's out. Bees catch a break there. Penalties have not been on their side a lot tonight, however. It looks like they're going to get one here. As the Bees fans are happy about that one, it's going to move the Bees up.
Heard some Beech people telling me that they weren't that was not a face mask, but clearly that was a face mask right there. A little bit of extracurricular right now. For the Bees, I mean, they didn't get the call that they wanted, a couple straight plays, but now they're getting a lot of breaks and a lot of 15-yard penalties just tacked on to what they've been doing right now. So that's a good sign, but I mean, penalties are not going to save you. They're not going to win you the game. They help you win the game, but they're not going to win you the game. So they're going to have to execute.
Clock is running. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. So the Bees got a little bit better field position here. I'd love to see a screen pass here to one of Upperman's star players, but we'll see what Coach Kane draws up. Chaffin.
The refs are telling them to add time onto the play clock right now because Bronston didn't have enough time to look like in the huddle because there was a stoppage.
Chaffin rolling out to his left. Can he make some magic? Can he do it? He's going over defenders. They can't bring him down. He's in Beech territory, and the Georgia State commit moves the chains.
What a play by Bronson right there, man. Just running the ball straight up the guy. He started right, and then he bounced it. His vision is just, it's insane, man. It's better than most running backs' vision. And as a quarterback, if you have that dual threat ability like he does, man, he's just unstoppable. Now, Powell, of course, he's done a great job running the ball, but don't overlook Chaffin, man, because he's really made this even, I mean, the only reason the Bees are even in this game is because Bronson's leg ability and his throwing ability also. So he's really carried him so far, and he's continuing. But, I mean, they got to score a touchdown here, man. Don't get too excited.
Chaffin, they're a little heavy behind right tackle. He's looking downfield. Is he going to take a shot?
Oh.
It's intercepted! And the Bucks are going to take it back to Upperman territory. As Chaffin makes a bad throw. And the Bucks, just like that, have ball in Upperman territory.
I believe that was J.R. Williams, the interception right there. We looked at him a lot on his film and everything. He's a really great player. Bronston, the idea was right. The idea was perfect. I mean, Gunner was pretty open, but he just jumped the ball. And honestly, that's not even Bronson's fault. A flag comes out. I don't know what's happening.
I think this is on Upperman.
Everyone's screaming right now.
Upperman player injured. Officials are getting booed.
Yeah, these referees are something else. Let me tell you that. Then the Bees fans are not happy at all. I believe they were calling it like too many men in the huddle, but Elijah Fitz gets up. I don't know what they called. They pick up the flag.
Maybe just a cramp there. Bees defense makes their ways out on the field. They're down by 13 points with a minute 35 remaining in the third quarter of play. Bryson, this is where you've got to have someone step up and make a play.
Yeah, this is where
it's not looking good for the Bees. You got to have someone step up and make an amazing play.
the old song says, an old legend says, this is where legends are made, you know. So someone's got to make a play. Someone's going to come up big. It's got to be the Baxter hero right here.
Powell going to run it himself.
Everyone's screaming to blow the whistle, but I mean, you got to get him down first.
You got to get him down. And I know that Upperman fans kind of disappointed with the officiating tonight. However, that's not the official's fault. If they are still running the ball, can't call him down. And the Beech fans are allowed, as Beech is inching toward a big win here tonight at Upperman.
Yeah, slowly but surely. They're just trying to add on to this lead.
Powell, hands off. Good hit there. It's going to be third down. So a good tackle there.
It's not in goal, though, so it's not like it's third down and goal, I don't believe. So they can get a first down right here.
Yeah.
Looks like about third and
They're at the
3.
8-yard line, so they can still get the first down and make it first and goal. However, on the Bees' homecoming night, they knew when they scheduled Beech it was going to be a tough matchup. And Beech, they've outplayed Upperman, and they've made the plays when it mattered most so far in this game.
Yeah, but Upperman, they're a strong team. I know they have to respond somehow.
Motion man, that's 11. Powell keeps it for himself.
What a tackle.
You got quarter. Hey, you got quarter. You got quarter.
But it looks like
Touchdown saving tackle, however, not before first down run. End of the third quarter as the Bucks are approaching a 33-14 lead here. Bees are quiet.
I don't know what Upperman can do to win this game, to come out on top against this Beech Buccaneers team. Beech has just really played amazing all night. I don't know what they're going to have to change up. I mean,
it's been over 1,000 days since Upperman lost a home regular season game. They lost to Greenville earlier this season, and before that, it was the 2022 season when they lost at Stone Memorial, Bryson. So it's their homecoming night, and it's not looking great. Not looking great.
Yeah, it's really not, and you don't want to lose your homecoming, but I feel like someone has to make a play. No one's made a play this whole second half. I mean, the Bees, they average almost 40 points a game, about 36 points a game, and right now 14's on the board. Now for an average high school team, 14, I mean, it's not terrible, but I mean, averaging, that's not even half of what the Bees normally average. Someone's got to make a play. You got to think someone on Upperman just got to put their name on the map here with a big play. Interception, a fumble, somehow, some way, Upperman has to get something going and get some momentum, because right now, no one's loud, no one's happy. Emotions are down.
As the Bucks are 2 yards away from expanding this lead, Powell, hand up, gonna keep it for himself.
Yeah.
He's in the end zone. The Bucks up 33-14 here. If they make a field goal, they'll be up by 20. The Bucks are close to spoiling the Bees' homecoming night here at Billy C. Rogers. They're gonna need some fourth quarter magic to come back in this game, Bryson.
Yeah, I know Bronson has his helmet off on the sideline. I don't know what he's thinking to himself right now, but man, this is when the Bees need him the most. He's got to make something happen. I highly doubt the Bees run the ball one time this fourth quarter. There's not enough time. They got to score some points.
And I mean, Georgia State is going to want to see how he responds when he's losing, as the Beech Buccaneers go and get a 2-point conversion there. 35-14 is your score, down by 21. However, like what I was saying is, Georgia State's going to want to see how Bronson responds to losing, because it's not always going to be easy in college. You're not always going to be the best player on the field like he has been his whole high school career. Beech is going to Georgia State is going to want to see how he responds to losing and how he can lead his team back and still be a leader even when they're losing the game. Chaffin, they're down by 21 points with 11:57. We've seen crazier comebacks. Could we see one tonight? Not looking great.
Like you said, it's not looking great, but we know they can do it. We've seen them do it before. They've came back numerous times. Usually they're not down, especially by this much. But we know they can come back. Bronson, he's got to show the scout something right now, man, because he hasn't played fantastic tonight. He's played pretty good, but he got to make something happen.
Block and Fitz back deep to receive. 11:57 remain in the fourth quarter of play here in Billy C. Rogers as the Bees trail by 21 points. Unfamiliar territory for the Bees. We knew this game was going to be tough. 93 set to kick off for the Bucks. Bees looking for anything they can get here. This kid's got a leg, probably not going to have a chance to return. Will he return it? He's calls a fair catch in the end zone. Bees are going to have to score, and they're going to have to score quick.
Seems like every Upperman drive is scored inside the 20 route.
Bronson Chaffin on his last homecoming game of his high school career as an Upperman B. One of the best players in Upperman High School football history. Can he light the fire under this Bees football team? Chaffin running back out to his left. Looking downfield. Caught by Johnson. Over the middle there. Bees move the chains. They're going to have to go. They're going to have to score quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great play right there, but you got to keep it going. One play doesn't mean anything down 3 scores.
Chaffin, they're playing quick there. Overthrown.
That was a very light hit. Again, dude. This is something. I mean, Upperman, they're down 21, so of course you can't blame it all on the officiating, but I'm very disappointed in the refs right now. Maybe it's because I'm a Bees fan and I'm biased, but you got to think.
Definitely some extracurriculars that Beech is hitting on Upperman. Can't blame the officiating for the score, though.
Kind of looking like the Broncos-Colts game.
Chaffin looking downfield. He's going to run it. He's got a good gain. Makes a man miss. Trucks a man. And gets down to about the 15-yard line. They're playing fast.
Yeah, that was a great play, but again, you got to keep it going. You got to score quick. What a play by Bronson. You don't want to overlook that, but you kind of have to because it's not a touchdown. It doesn't put points on the board. That's what you got to have right now.
He's got to capitalize. No mistakes. Throws it out to Elijah Fitz. They're going to say he stepped out.
But I believe they're going to call it a catch. So he did catch the ball. He didn't get the extra moves that he really wanted, but
they're going to say it's a complete pass. He's out of bounds, so maybe not the worst thing ever. 11:24 remain. Chaffin, you've got to play flawless from here on out. They've got time. They've just got to execute their game plan perfectly. Can they get the Bees fans back into this game? Chaffin, he's going to throw it once again. Taking a shot at block. He was getting held, and they're going to call a penalty there. Good call by the officials if it's on what I think it is. Looks like a corner was holding on block.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those throws where the receiver has to look back, and if the corner just looks at the receiver and doesn't turn his head, they're going to call PI, and that's exactly what they did.
Called pass interference. So
Bees are in great field position.
First down, Bees. They're getting close to scoring, and that's what they really need. (14-35) to score. However, the Bees have a chance to make it 21-35 if they can score. Can they? They're at the 7-yard line. Chaffin. Can he make some magic happen? Tackled Not sure if he gained any there. Clock is ticking. Bees have got to go.
Yeah, it looked like Tate Porath was pretty open on a wheel route right there. Bronson didn't miss him, but one of the defenders, I'm not sure if it was DK or somebody else, but one of the linebackers looked like got right up in his face and caused him to pump fake and not be able to throw that ball. Rolls out to the right. Looks like he got a gain on the play, though. 2nd and 7. So it looks like he gained about 3 yards.
Second down and 7, but really 2nd and goal, rather. Chaffin, they got to score quickly. The clock is ticking, about under 10 minutes here. Can they score? Phillips in motion. And they've got a touchdown, Bees!
Colton, that's the 2nd touchdown of the day. Just fantastic play by him. Great throw by Bronson. Getting the crowd into it a little bit more. This is what you need, but you're going to have to get another defensive stop, and I don't know if the Bees can do that.
Kane's putting up the 2. They're going to go for 2 here. A lot of coaches like that. Not sure what's going on here. Upperman's going to try the 2-point conversion here. If they miss it, they're down 15. If they get it, they're down 13. If they get it, it gives them a better chance to win the game because they can score a touchdown, an extra point, and then just a touchdown, and they're tied. If they get a touchdown and 2 extra points, they win the game if it's 13. Can they score it here? They can't. He stopped. Beech stands him. Down 15.
Extra point.
Yeah, well, at least you put points on the board. You got up to 21, so that's not bad. 20, excuse me.
If I'm Coach Kane, I'm onside-ing it right here.
Yeah, I feel like you have to. I mean, either way, they're not going to kick. So if you're the Bucks, you're not going to kick field goals or anything. You're going to try to run the clock out as much as you possibly can. You got to get a stop. Now, if you can get a stop here, the momentum's completely going to be shifted.
If they can cover the onside, if they end up doing that, or if they can get off the field, momentum is starting to lean more to the B side. However, they've got to make some plays happen.
Still down 15, still 2 scores. So they're gonna have to make some magic happen. They're still heavily favored underdogs. Now we don't have like PFF or anything right now, but if we were to look at the odds, if we had something like that, I would say it's probably a 75 to 80% chance that the Bucks, if not more, come out on top. Because I mean, their offense has been unstoppable. They really got to get a stop. And right there in the middle of the field, Powell, quarterback, he's played amazing all game.
Looks like they've got 2 men out deep to receive. They've got Robertson. He's the more accurate kicker. Can they recover the onside if that's what they choose to do? I believe that's what they're going to choose to do. However, that remains unknown. Roberts, he's going to onside it.
Good hit. Did they get that?
It's recovered by Upperman.
Upperman got that. Colin Johnson laid the boom, and Jack Smith with the recovery. Colin Johnson, I don't know who that was, but he got laid out. That's a game-changing hit.
I'm not trying to take away what just happened, but I think Upperman got a little lucky they didn't throw a penalty there. The Beech player got hit early. That really was, I think, a lucky call for the Bees. Kind of makes up for what happened earlier. However, the Bees do have the football, and they've got a chance, and that's all they need.
Yeah, getting the ball back right there, that completely just disregards the turnover basically by Bronson earlier, because now he gets the ball back in enemy territory. If he can make something happen here, man, this will be very impressive.
Chaffin looking downfield. He's taking a shot.
He's going to
He's open, and this game is a 1-touchdown game, and the Bees are right back in the football game, as this has the makings of one of the best games of the year.
Fireworks are going off. What a throw by Chaffin right there. Started by the onside kick. They come out. He starts out in the shotgun. He drops back, delivers an absolute dime right to Carmine Phillips, the star running back who also plays receiver. What a catch. That was a great ball, too. Now it's a 1-score game, and you know it's homecoming.
Now they're down 9, which This goes back to that 2-point call. If they miss it, it's a 2-score game. If they make it, they've got to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Roberts, a little pressure on him here to make this kick. Can he make it? Snap.
He does.
And it's an 8-point game here at Billy C. Rogers. Oh, how the tables have turned. Bees down by 8. And the fans are allowed once again a new life for the Bees.
And again, it's homecoming, so you know as soon as the Bucks get this ball back, they're going to be loud. They're going to be very loud, and they have to be. I'm expecting some of the players to look towards the sideline and just get the fans hyped because they need them right now. If they can get loud, if they can get a stop, Josiah, they have a great chance. And there's 10 minutes left still. So scoring 2 touchdowns, what was it, 12 points in a matter of 2 plays?
I'm going onside here, again, if I'm Coach Kane. You've got to get a stop either way. Might as well take your chances with the momentum you have here. But I don't know, Bryson. We'll see. Shea set to kick.
So they might just kick it all the way back. I feel like that might be the smart thing, just pin them deep.
I don't know, Bryson. I like the onside because, yes, they do have better field position if they recover, but it gives you a good chance. Bees down by 8. They were down 20 2 minutes ago.
Yep.
And now they're down 8. High school football for you. Shea. Boots it. 18 fields it. He's dangerous when he gets in the open field.
Good tackle by Elijah Fitz right there, about the 39, 38-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I would onside it there. They're going to be in pretty much the same spot, and you have a better chance of recovering. But I'm not going to go against Coach Kane. He's a great coach. But
yeah, he really is. The coaching battle tonight has been amazing. Upperman, they're giving up more points than they usually do, 35 points. That's not really like them. But I still think they have a great chance to win this football game. And this would be, I don't know, man. I don't know. They got the Miami Miracle, the Music City Miracle. This would be the Baxter Miracle, Upperman Miracle, something.
These fans are loud once again. Can the magic happen? Powell, hands off. Running back to the line of scrimmage.
Colin Johnson right there lays the boom.
Brings the boom, Bryson. Chose violence.
He woke up and saw red, like we said last time. Colin Johnson, he's played amazing. 2 touchdowns. He's really brought this team to life. Second down and long. Second down and 10. They didn't gain anything on this play. Upperman, they got to get loud, man. They got to get loud. 8-point game. If they get this ball back, Bronson, he's been great so far.
Absolutely, Bryson. Second down and 10. Bees fans are biting their nails here. Got to get off the field. Plenty of time left.
You got to stuff the box. You know they're going to run the ball. You got to stuff the box here.
Powell keeps it for himself. Can they get him? And once again, Powell's on the run, trucks a man, and he's in Upperman territory with the first down.
Good tackle by Liam Schaefer, though. He's a smaller kid compared to Caden Powell. And he's just, that was a really good tackle. But, I mean, he's just been doing this all night. Powell, he's just amazing. Whenever seems like Upperman's getting a little bit of motivation or a little bit of just energy, he just takes it all away. And it just completely shifts towards Beech. And it seems like that's been the story all night. They got to get, it won't be a 3-and-out, but I don't want to see them move the chains one more time on this drive.
Beech's offensive line has really come to their aid tonight. Powell takes a snap. It's number 4.
Good hit.
And the Bees fans are loud.
Colin Johnson again.
Colin Johnson, that kid's going to play college football, man. Being recruited by Indiana, Tennessee. Pretty sure he went to Alabama. This kid's the legit. This kid's the real deal. Stands at 6'4". He's all muscle, hits hard, starting linebacker on the Bees, starting tight end. This kid, I think he's going to be big on the next level also.
2nd and 9. They got to stuff the box right here again. Do not let Powell win on this read option.
Powell keeps it for himself. He's still going, man. They just can't get him down on first contact. And at the end of the day, he's what's keeping Beech in the lead right now. Just his constant rushing ability. It's going to be third down.
You know what they're running. They're doing that little read
and
option
one.
where they're in shotgun, and either DK or some other running back is in the backfield with them. So it's a read option, but it's third down and 1. It's 2 down territory right here if you're Beech. There's no way you do anything but run the ball 2 times right here. They got to get loud. They got to get a stop. They got to take them down.
I'm blitzing if I'm Coach Kane here, but
Send
I
it
don't
to
know.
the house.
He's going to run it. Does he have it? I think he does have it.
Quarterback carry.
First down, Beech.
You see, that's not the worst thing, though, because he got about 1.5 yards, so he didn't really get much. You got to get a stop, though. You cannot expect to win this game if you keep letting the Buccaneers score. like they
Upperman's
have.
made it all the more interesting here. However, Beech continues to push the ball down the field on every single drive. And they're doing it here. Ball's at the 34. Can the Bees get a little bit of magic on their homecoming night? Porath looks like he might blitz on the left side. Let's see. He's going to. 18.
That's a hold. That's a hold.
Is that a holding penalty on the Bucs?
Tate Porath blitzed, like you said, great job, Josiah. He blitzed off the edge. Receiver number 18, he just held him. There's no way that's not a holding penalty.
Holding's what the Bees need. Is that what they're going to call?
Yep.
Good eye there, Bryson, to see the holding penalty. That gives them 10 yards extra comfort. However, clock is going off the board quickly. 6 minutes, 48 seconds remain. A lot of time in a football game. However, with the offense Beech runs, they take a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, I don't know how many times Bronson's going to get the ball back. So the defense, they can't expect him to score when he doesn't have the ball. So they got to get the ball back to him. They got to get a stop, man. You know they're just going to run the ball. I highly doubt they throw here.
The Bees have got to dig deep here. Powell, I mean, the kid's unstoppable. Every single play gets 10 yards.
You got to expect him to start keeping this ball because he is. Every single time, it seems like he's taking the ball. It's a read option type play. Someone has got to step up. Someone's got to step up.
He gets the penalty yards right back. 2nd and 11. Bees, rather it be 2nd and 11 than 2nd and 3 or 4. However, they've got to do something here, Bryson. Their quarterback, he struggled a little bit with ball control. I would go all in and just punching the ball.
Someone like Colin Johnson has to meet him right in the gap.
Powell. Hand
Good hit.
Good hit. Big third down here at Billy C. Rogers. Johnson delivered the hit. 3rd down and 9, Bryson. This is where you got to get your stop.
This is the biggest down of Upperman's season so far. They got to get a stop right here. If they do, they have a chance to win. Now, I think it's probably 2 down territory right here. So
Definitely 2 down territory.
yeah, so you got to expect them to run the ball here, I feel like. So just blitz. You got to blitz. Send someone up the middle and send someone on the side.
You can't miss a tackle here. You cannot miss a tackle if you're the Bees.
You got to bring them down on first contact also.
This is what people watch football for. Plays like this. Powell hands it off. He's looking. And number 18 goes all the way. And just like that, Beech scores a touchdown. And Upperman is silent.
You got to give that to Crabtree, though, the coach, man. Anthony, that was a great.
It's a risky play call.
That was a risky play call, but you can tell it really worked. And like we said, we needed everyone to fill the gap right there, and they just dropped back. Looked like a simple dig, and they couldn't guard it. So great play call right there. It's not over, but the momentum's definitely completely shifted.
If they get the stop there, that 3rd down, you're looking at a completely different ball game. However, Beech maintains and grows their lead. Kick up, kick good. 15-point game. What do you got, Bees? What do you got?
So I feel like you got to score before around, I would say, to feel comfortable around the 3-minute mark. So you got about 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go all the way down the field and score a touchdown.
And then you got to onside it.
And then you got to onside and you got to recover.
Take your chances.
And well, you don't necessarily have to recover, but you gotta onside it, and it worked the first time. So I feel like they still have a chance, but it all depends on this drive right here. If Bronson can take his team all the way the length of the field like he did last time and score fairly quickly, I feel like they're going to have a lot of better chance.
We've seen number 18 for Beech all over the field tonight. I think he deserves a shout-out. Jack Becker, the senior receiver, has made some plays in the return game, and right there, that was an absolutely crazy catch. I thought it was good coverage on the defense. However, Becker makes the better play there.
Yeah, I believe he's the only receiver in this core right now that's really playing, that actually got playing time last year. Most of the receivers were seniors. They had a lot of star talent at the receiver position, but all of them graduated. So Jack Becker, he has a big role and big shoes to fill, and he's really done it. His blocking tonight has been outstanding also.
And just like that, Beech kills the Bees' momentum.
I believe the Bees do have all 3 timeouts, though. So
they got to go down the field and score fast. But definitely still in the game. However, chances got a whole lot worse on the touchdown. Kick up. And it's booted. Are they going to return it? Nope. 5 minutes, 12 seconds remain. Can Bronson provide some fourth quarter magic here, or can the Beech Buccaneers secure a big win over a very talented Upperman football team? Beech, you know what makes state championship teams? Responding every single time. You get punched in the face, you punch them right back, you score every single time after your opponent scores. Just constantly not giving up, and that's what I've seen from Beech tonight.
Yeah.
You know, they might have not got their way when Upperman scored those 2 straight touchdowns. They came right back and scored a touchdown. Chaffin, 2 receivers on each side. Looking downfield.
He's got Gunner.
Overthrows him. Had a man open. Clock will stop. Block was open. If he would have connected it with him there, man. Block a little shaken up there. Not a good sign for the Bees. It's been a wild night on homecoming night. Chaffin. 2 receivers on each side once again. The line's protecting pretty well. Should have been intercepted. Not a great play for the Bees. Got a little pressure there on the left side of the line. 5 minutes and 1 second remain in the football game. Bryson.
The student section for Beech right now, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're absolutely
they're running all the way down the field to where the Upperman offense is, and looks like they're going to start screaming. So that's something to look out for. I mean, Upperman, their crowd has been amazing tonight. Baxter faithful, of course. But, yeah, they're starting to chant, so kind of tables turn completely.
Just, I mean, it's high school football for you. Things change so fast. Chaffin, what do you got? He's going to run it.
Looks like he's probably going to be a little bit short, but
not the worst play. Going to be 4th down and 1. So you're going to quick run here to get the first down, and then you're going to start going back to your deep shots.
Yeah, I feel like you got to not take time off the clock with the scoring drive right here. But, I mean, you got to get the first down, because if you go something deep and it's dropped, or it's a little bit of an overthrow, or it's a great defense or sack or something, it's a turnover. So you got to get a quick play right here.
Surprisingly, he's pretty far back behind center. Does he have the first down, Bryson? He does. He does. Maybe didn't have it off initial contact, but he got it. The clock is ticking, Bryson. Bees have got to go.
Yeah, they got to hurry up. They got to get to the line, make something happen. You got to get a big play. It doesn't have to be a scoring play, but you got to get a big play to get you in enemy territory.
Fitz enters the game, the lead receiver for the Bees. Had a deep shot earlier. Can they have it again when it matters most? Chaffin. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. What do you got?
Oh, car Carmine. It looked like it's to Fitz. I thought he was holding on to Fitz a little bit. Carmine ended up getting to the ball, and it looked like it was just dropped. So
definitely some coverage there for the Buccaneers. Wasn't an easy, wide open grab. Man, Beech is a good football team.
yeah, they really are. Of course, they're 5A, but you expect them to be good. But I feel like Upperman, they're one of the teams who can compete with any school and any division, any
Yeah,
conference.
for sure.
And
Upperman
I feel like Beech is kind of the same type. They're 5A, but I feel like they can compete with 6A and every other conference.
Upperman hasn't played at their full potential tonight. Chaffin. What's he going to do? He's going to give it up to... He
That's
was
a
grabbed on the
flag.
neck. Are they going to call it? Yep, pass interference.
Flag on the play.
Again, that's the second time we've seen this tonight. The ball a little bit underthrown, and the DB gets put in a bad position. And Colin Johnson, he's a big body. You can't just move out of his way. So, great play. Pretty good awareness by Bronson. Just throw it up. 3 minutes, 31 seconds left on the clock. You're about to get sacked. Just chuck it up to one of your star players. One of the biggest players on the field in Colin Johnson. But unlike the NFL, it's not, I don't believe it's...
Yeah, I think it's just a 15.
Yeah, it's just
College
15.
is 15. High school's 15. I think NFL spot a foul. So the Bees, they do move up a little bit. 1st and 10 from the 48. They got to go. Drop. Block was open. Dropped it. Rare drop from the star junior.
Yeah, I think he was probably hearing footsteps, standing about 5'5", 130-ish.
Probably a little scared there.
So.
Beech is a big football team. Got some big players. 3:28 left in the game. Upperman not out of it yet. They're going to have some homecoming magic here. Chaffin, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right, rolling out to his left. Going to take it to Phillips. Phillips has got a good gain, needs to get out of bounds, and he does. That's a good play, Bryson. That's a good play.
Really quick throw. Let Carmine, one of the quickest players on the field. Doesn't matter who they play. He's always going to be one of the fastest players on the field. And great awareness, knowing to get out of bounds, stop the clock. He got good amount of yards. 41-yard line. Ball is placed on for Upperman in enemy territory. You got to get a quick score right here. I feel like if you can score before 3 minutes-ish, you're going to have a decent chance if you can get the onside. Otherwise, I'm not sure.
Watch this outside matchup between number 3, Elijah Fitz, and number 22 on Beech. Chaffin, he's looking downfield, getting pressured. Can he make a play? He might as well just run it. That's what he's going to do. And he's got a good play. Really good play.
He's still going.
Houdini.
Absolutely Houdini, like you said. Great play. I mean, I think, in my opinion, he should have got out of bounds, but the clock is stopped right now. I'm not sure what they call it. I'm not sure.
They're waiting for the ball spot.
Yeah, so they're waiting for the move.
They've got to go.
Move, so they got to go. They got to hurry up.
They haven't got Beech on a 3 and out. I don't think at all tonight.
No,
I don't think Beech has ever gone 3 and out.
Nope.
Unless they can get an onside recovery, that's what they're going to have to do. They've got the timeouts to do it. But can they make the plays? Or can Beech overcome the Bees? They're going to run it here.
He's just met by DK Williams. I mean, you cannot run the ball like that right now.
And Bryson, the clock is ticking. They've got to take a shot at the end zone, man.
Yeah, you got to take multiple shots at the end zone because running the ball, I do not like that.
I don't understand why they ran the ball there.
Yeah, I don't want to question Coach Kane, but I don't believe that was a very smart call, especially in a moment like this.
And
crucial.
the clock is ticking.
The clock is. I mean, it's almost down to 2 minutes. You're going to have to get the onside. There's no way you can even force a 3 and out at this point.
What can the Bees do? Chaffin. Johnson.
That's no flag.
Any penalties? Nope.
Thought that was a little bit of an early hit again, but Colton Johnson, he's looking for him. Bronson's looking for Colton Johnson, excuse me. Middle of the field, that'd be about 2nd or 3rd time he's passed it to him in the very middle of the field trying to make a play. He's a big body. He's got a long wingspan. He can get both those arms over there and make that grab any day, but great defense by the Buccaneers. It's really been the story all night. The defense for the Bucks. They played amazing.
Smith, the sophomore, checks in. What can the Bees do? 3rd down and 10. Chaffin motion man across. That's Smith, the sophomore. Looking at the end zone. Does he have a man open? He doesn't. And that's what Georgia State does not want to see.
No.
Getting hit and just taking a shot. Should have been intercepted, Bryson.
Yeah, it looked like 4 Beech players just tried to fight for the ball. None of them caught it. You don't want to do that.
4th down and 10.
4th down. So if you don't get a touchdown right here, the game is over. No hope for Upperman if they do not convert.
What can the Bees do? Kane calls a timeout. So they're banking on the onside kick because they don't have the time to stop the Bucks defense. Bryson, if you're Coach Kane, what are you drawing up here?
Honestly, I would go into a trip set on the left or right side, and I would get someone to come in motion, draw a little bit of attention, and then get one of your star players, Cole and Fitz, someone just go on a fade route or a quick out or just some trickery. I feel like you need a couple people, like 3 people on one side of the field, or you can hit someone out the backfield like Carmine and let him make a play here. But what do you think he should draw up?
I like getting your star players in a position in the open field. I think you have a running back motion as a receiver and then have all 3 of your better players, Johnson, Bluck, Fitz, and Carmine. 3 of them run an in or out route to maybe get some quick separation, and one of them needs to be the safety net to just try to get open and maybe make an athletic play. However, Beech has all the momentum. Biggest play of the football game for the Bees. What can they do? Chaffin. Looking at the end zone. Getting pressured. Can he make a play? Just going to launch it up. Intercepted. Beech. Number 10. He might go all the way. He's going to go. Chaffin makes a tackle as the Buccaneers are going to spoil the Bees' homecoming night. The late 4th quarter heroics fall short to the Beech Buccaneers.
They are unfortunate right there for the whole Bees team, especially Bronson. You really don't want to see that. I mean, that really wasn't his fault, though. Dropping back in the pocket, had absolutely no time. Just has to chuck it up and try to make a play. It's okay, though. I mean, some people expected Upperman to win this game. Most people around here expected Beech to come in and win because they're just bigger and the more experienced football team. Most of their starters are seniors. So, a really good statement win right here by Beech. They can go far. This team looks really good. Props to them. Got a lot of great players.
Bees are going to fall to 3-2 on the season. And Buccaneers are going to go to 3-1. Top 25 matchup in Tennessee football. Bees fans are shocked at the result. However, Beech was the more consistent and ultimately the better team tonight, Bryson. Who's your player of the game?
Got to go with the quarterback, Powell. He just, I mean, whenever anything went good for Upperman, he just completely he was really just the reinforcements, I feel like. I mean, when they're running the ball, when they rushed the ball and it didn't work, he just took it on that little read option type shotgun play. Took it right up the gut and scored 42 points, and he was the leader. And 42 points on this Bees defense is not easy to do. So that's my player of the game. He played amazing. Kentucky, I'm sure he can get football offers if he wanted them, but he's committed to Kentucky for baseball, and you can see why. He has a rocket of an arm. But who's your player of the game, Josiah?
I think we're going to go with the Penn State offensive tackle. Does he have stats? No. But did you see any pressure for Upperman on the left side tonight?
No, if you don't say an offensive tackle's name, that's usually a good thing.
Absolutely no pressure came from the left side of the offensive line. The Penn State commit was as advertised tonight. 6'8", 300 pounds. Pretty helpful in high school football. Coach Kane calls a timeout. It'll be the last play of the football game. An emotional night for Beech fans. This is Bronson Chaffin's last homecoming game. It falls short to the Buccaneers. Beech fans are leaving, but we'd like to thank everyone who watched at home tonight. Thank you for supporting the UHS Hive. I'd like to thank JNS for sponsoring the game once again tonight. Powell's going to run it, surprisingly.
Johnson on the tackle.
And he ends the game. My player of the game.
The clock is stopped.
Yeah, he ends the game with, well, it is 4th down, but he ends the game with a huge truck on Colton Johnson right there. That was a heck of a play.
Coach Kane is not ready to call it quits. However, I don't know how they can win it, Bryson.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Need some mathematics or some statistics up here.
I would say 0, 0, 0, 0, 0,
Yeah, I feel like
0,
0.1. I mean, it'd have to be, I don't know what they could possibly do because they're going to go for it. You have to get a pick 6 onside score.
Yeah.
It's really the only chance because if you expect your offense to score 2 times in 30 seconds, you're out of your mind. So you got to get a pick 6 or something right here. And props to Beech. I mean, they played great. And their crowd. I mean, they traveled. I can hear them right now. Using the little Kansas City Arrowhead chant.
No one likes the Chiefs.
No one likes the Chiefs, but
Beech traveled really well tonight, man, and they actually had an impact on the game, as much as anyone's going to have all season. Powell. Going to run it. He's going to go score a touchdown. No, he's not. He's going to fall short. I like the move there. Sportsmanship play.
yeah, he doesn't really need that touchdown. So props to him. I really respect him for doing that.
I respect that for sure.
Yeah. Could have just stat padded, but great play by him.
The Bees fall short to the Buccaneers on homecoming. Bronson Chaffin's last homecoming games. Buccaneers beat the Bees at Billy C. Rogers. Final score 42-27. Next week, the Bees take on the Livingston Academy. Wildcats. Sorry. Blank there. The mascot's the Wildcats. So we take on the Wildcats next week in Livingston, which should be an exciting matchup. I'm Josiah Nichols.
I'm Bryson Reed.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.